The ticking of the clock filled the silence, each sound pounding in my head like a reminder of everything that was wrong. I sat on the couch, eyes fixed on the front door, its chipped green paint a familiar sight that suddenly felt foreign. My phone lay untouched on the table, the screen dark. It had been exactly 22 hours and 17 minutes since Leia's last message. Be home soon. No call, no follow-up, just those 3 empty words circling in my mind like a curse. The coffee beside me had gone cold, the bagel untouched. The room still smelled faintly of her lavender shampoo, clinging stubbornly to the air. I'd spent the night pacing, my thoughts looping through fear and anger. No accident reports, no hospital calls, nothing. Her friends hadn't seen her. They all said the same thing. She seemed fine. That word, fine, felt like a lie. Leia had told me she was heading to work at 7, as usual. But when I called her office, they said she called in sick. A lie, small, but sharp enough to cut. At 9:14 the next morning, the key turned in the lock. My heart jumped into my throat. The door opened, and she stood there, alive, whole, but different. Her hair was tangled, her clothes wrinkled, her eyes darting anywhere but at me. "Hey," she said, her voice thin, almost careful. "Where were you?" I asked, my words sharper than I'd meant. I hadn't slept. I wanted to be angry, but mostly I wanted to hold her. She set her purse on the counter, the sound too loud for the quiet apartment. "I got caught up," she said softly. "I didn't mean to worry you." "Caught up," I repeated, stepping closer. "You didn't call. You didn't text. You vanished." My throat tightened. "I thought you were dead." She looked away, her gaze fixed on the light filtering through the blinds. "I'm fine," she murmured, but the words sounded hollow, like she was trying to convince herself. "Fine." I let out a broken laugh. "You called in sick. You disappeared for a full day. You think I won't notice?" Her shoulders sagged. "I needed space," she whispered. "I just needed to think." Space. My voice rose despite my effort to stay calm. "We've been together 5 years. You don't just vanish for space. What are you really saying, Leia?" She turned her back, pouring herself a glass of water with trembling hands. "It's not what you think," she said quickly. "I was with a friend. We talked. Lost track of time. That's all. A friend." I asked quietly, "Which friend? Because Claire and Jess haven't seen you." The silence that followed was its own confession. "Does it matter?" she whispered. "I'm here now." "It matters," I said, my voice steady but shaking underneath. "Because you're lying to me." Her blouse was creased, one button undone. And the scent that clung to her wasn't lavender. It was something musky, woody, not hers, not mine. Her face drained of color. "I didn't mean for this to happen," she said at last. "It was a mistake. A stupid, awful mistake." The word mistake echoed through me, hollowing everything out. "What kind of mistake?" I asked, though part of me already knew. Her eyes filled with tears. "I was with someone," she said, her voice breaking. "It wasn't planned. It just happened." I stood still, unable to breathe. "Who?" She hesitated, then whispered, "Mark, from work." The name hit me like a blade. I'd met him before, friendly, confident, always lingering too long near her desk. I'd shaken his hand once. Now it felt like betrayal had worn a familiar face. "You slept with him," I said. Not a question. Her silence was answer enough. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she pleaded, stepping closer. "It was one time. I swear it won't happen again." "One time." I repeated, laughing bitterly. "You disappeared. Lied. Left me thinking you were dead while you were with him." I couldn't even finish the sentence. The words turned to ash in my mouth. "I love you," she said softly, her voice trembling. "I still want us." I looked at her, the woman I planned a life with, a future, and saw someone I didn't recognize. The stranger standing in front of me wore her face, spoke with her voice, but the trust that made her my Leia was gone. The clock kept ticking, indifferent to what was marking, the end of something once beautiful. Then why? I asked quietly, do I feel like I'm the one who disappeared? She said nothing. The silence between us stretched, vast and final. And in that silence, I knew the truth. She had come back home. But the woman I loved was already gone.